The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Filipino seafarers and other OFWs are worried about not being able to go back to work because of their employers' strict vaccine requirements. We have Labor Secretary Silvestre Bello III joining us over the phone to discuss this further. Good afternoon, Secretary Bello. Let's start off with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Have you verified reports that the KSA will only be accepting foreign workers that are vaccinated with specific vaccine brands? I'm talking about Moderna, Pfizer, J&J, AstraZeneca, or basically Western vaccine brands only.
Yes, please. Hello, ma'am?
Yes, hi.
Hi, who is this, please? Who is this, please?
Yes, hello, Sec.
Yes, good afternoon. Who is this, please?
Hi, this is Sean. Did you hear my...
Sean, yes.
Hi, yes.
Yes, Sean. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. I was asking whether you have verified the reports that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia will only be accepting workers who are vaccinated with Western vaccine brands, specifically like Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca, and J&J.
Okay, that is true. That is it. I'm confirmed that, but it only applies to travelers to Saudi Arabia and does not cover our OFW.
All right, so no further word on whether or not that this will become a requirement for foreign workers or OFWs?
No requirement for our OFWs. I don't know about the other OFWs from other countries, but our OFWs are not covered by this new policy.
All right. What about other countries, Secretary? Have you received reports of similar from other countries that are also brand conscious with vaccines? And if so, which brands do most of them prefer? Yeah.
Luckily, we have not received any report to that effect. It's only KSA who is requiring travelers coming to that country who should be vaccinated with those specified vaccines. But as I said, luckily they do not cover our OFW.
All right, that's a big relief. Now, let's move on to the soon-to-be start or the soon-to-begin inoculation of A4 or economic frontliners. Any updates on this, Sec?
Some are receiving inactivated. It has started already. Some already who belong to this category have already been vaccinated, especially those in the justice and law segment or sectors, and also in the manufacturing, in the hotel and restaurant. Many of them have been vaccinated already.
All right. Well, what about the vaccination of workers? I think OFW, sir, if I'm not mistaken, also fall under the A4 category. Do you know maybe when we will start vaccinating our OFWs?
If you will recall, Sean, vaccinating about 3,000 of them last May 1, remember?
Yes.
Oh, yes. We vaccinated about 3,000 of them, and the inoculation continues since the inoculation of A4 category has already started.
All right. Any numbers that you can share with us, Secretary Bello? Maybe how many economic frontliners under the A4 category are there?
Frankly, I only have the number of the OFWs. We are talking of about a little less than 5,000. But as to the local workers, you still have to consult the companies to where they belong because they are the one who registered them and have them inoculated.
All right, sir. Good to hear more than half of our OFWs have been vaccinated. Thank you so much for your time. That was DOLE Secretary Silvestre Bello III. Thank you, sir. And the Health Department says that more than 1 million Filipinos have been fully vaccinated against COVID-19. This figure represents less than 1% of the country's total population of 110 million, most of whom belong to the healthcare worker sector, followed by persons with comorbidities and senior citizens. Meanwhile, officials are ramping up the administration of some 500,000 AstraZeneca shots that are set to expire by July. The Health Department has assured the public that all shots will be used as a first dose to avoid vaccine wastage. Pausing for a quick break, but we will be back with more stories after that. Stay with us. You're back on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. A House bill on regulating e-cigarettes, vapes, and other heated tobacco products is facing strong opposition from health experts just one day after it was passed on the third and final reading at the lower house. Marian Enriquez tells us why.
The House of Representatives has approved on third and final reading the proposed Non-Combustible Nicotine Delivery Systems Regulation Act, or House Bill 9007. With 192 affirmative votes, 34 negative, and 4 abstentions, the bill regulating the sale of vapes and heated tobacco products hurdled the lower house. Under the bill, those aged 18 and above will be allowed to purchase electronic cigarettes or vapes. Kabataan Party List Representative Sara Elago warns that lowering the age requirement from 21 to 18 years old will expose the youth to nicotine addiction.
This youth representation proposes that the age of access restriction be raised to 25 years instead, in light of new studies and evidences which suggest that young persons below the age of 25 are highly likely to retain nicotine addiction. This could only perpetuate the nicotine addiction.
The bill also allows online promotion and selling of e-cigarettes and vape products. Aside from this, manufacturers will have to comply with certain packaging and graphic health warnings. Despite these provisions, Agusan del Norte Representative Lawrence Fortun still opposes it.
It's sad to note, Mr. Speaker, that while the important inputs of the DOH, the FDA, the World Health Organization, medical professionals, and other experts have been set aside to give way to the adoption of most of the recommendations of the tobacco industry.
Technologies and Tobacco Cessation expert Dr. Maricar Limpin also slams what she calls a regressive measure, saying that lower house has basically permitted the youth to become addicted to these products.
The basic reason kung bakit 21, because we wanted the young ones to be able to achieve some maturation of the control center of the brain. Para sa ganon, hindi sila agad-agad madaling maengganyo.
Limpin adds that the lawmakers seem to favor the industry more than the health of Filipinos. The health expert explained that there is a lack of scientific evidence which proves that vapes or e-cigarettes are less harmful than actual cigarettes. She notes that the chemicals used in these products are just the same found in standard cigarettes.
Now, what they're saying, lower daw in concentration. Please take note, lower concentration of, like, let us say, cancer-producing chemicals, agents. Ibig ba sabihin yan, mas milder ang cancer na makukuha mo? Hindi, cancer pa rin yan, di ba?
The Senate counterpart of the House Bill 9007 remains pending at the committee level. For News 5, Marian Enriquez, we are One News.
The Health Department has logged 5,300 new COVID-19 cases on Wednesday. Of the 1,193,000 total caseload, some 46,000 are still active. The death toll has hit 20,100 after 150 new fatalities were confirmed today. On the other hand, total recoveries now stand at 1,127,000, with over 7,400 new recoveries recorded in the past 24 hours. Netflix has revealed the dates of the highly anticipated return of La Casa de Papel, more famously known as Money Heist. The upcoming season is going to be the final one for the Spanish series and will come in 2 volumes. The first volume will be released on September 3, while the second one will be on December 3rd, and both will have 5 episodes. The story follows a group of robbers who execute elaborate bank heists. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You're done?
They're not done. It's only 4:30 eh.
Yeah.
Open kasi hindi ko alam yung password ni Doster. Tapos pina-open ko sa kanya.
Got it. Alcohol lang. Yung sa donuts. Ayan o. Kuha ka.
Get the oven toaster yata. Ang ganda ng pagkakasabi ng niya.
Wala ba?
Chicks. Ilang minutes pa kayo, Car? Wala pa naman dito. Wala pa. So, the guy you're looking for in DHL is under the DHL Summit JV.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, the Truel guy.
Yeah. Under the same umbrella, there is DHL Supply Chain and DHL Express, but they're all independent entities. She used to be with Express, so hindi niya office. Kasi sa Summit yun, right?
Yeah.
Kaya siguro sila na lang.
I actually talked to the girl. I called her kanina, the staff. And then she said, sorry talaga ma'am, kasi mabagal daw talaga yung process nila. And
Like any typical old school Filipino office.
they're just waiting for the people to do the orientation. There are 3 orientations, my goodness.
Hirap mag-deliver ng
Ay,
package. By
Balita Ngayon!
Magandang hapon sa One Balita ngayon. Makikita na mamaya ang total lunar eclipse at pinakamalaking supermoon ngayong taon. Magkakaroon ng online viewing ang pag-asa para rito. Magsisimula ang penumbral eclipse ng alas 4:47 ng hapon habang ang peak ay mamayang alas 7:18 ng gabi. Paliwanag ng mga eksperto, daraan ang buwan sa anino ng ating planeta kaya magmumukha itong kulay pula. Ito rin ang pinakamalapit na distansya nito sa mundo kaya mas lalo itong lalaki sa paningin. Tinatawag din itong super flower blood moon, alinsunod na rin sa buwan ng Mayo kung kailan tumutubo ang maraming bulaklak. Patay ang isang student pilot matapos bumagsak ang pinalilipad na Tecnam P-2010 aircraft sa La Union. Ayon sa Philippine Coast Guard, nakuha ang katawan ng 25 anyos na student pilot malapit din sa pinagbagsakan ng aircraft. Dinala pa siya sa ospital pero idineklara na siyang patay. Sa paunang investigasyon ng Operations and Rescue Coordination Center ng CAAP, mag-isang magsasagawa o nagsasagawa ng cross-country flight ang student pilot. Ayon sa flight plan, galing itong Iba Airport sa Zambales at patungong La Union Airport at Lingayen Airport sa kababalik sa Iba. Patuloy ang retrieval sa debris ng aircraft na lumubog sa dagat. Patuloy pang iniimbestigahan ang dahilan ng aksidente. Ang mga aabangan sa One Balita Pilipinas. Suspect sa viral na vaccine slot for sale, sumuko na. Bigayan ng ayuda sa Laguna, dinumog ng mga residente. Pero inaasahan nilang 1,000 piso, hindi naman kumpleto.